but you're not actually healing from anything. So these things are going to keep coming up, and you're going to keep using substances more and more to kind of treat the mental health symptoms that come with trauma. And then as the addiction's getting worse, you're probably going to use more, and then you're going to just be numbing things until the point where it kind of explodes eventually. It's like a pressure cooker. The more pressure you put, eventually it's all gonna come collapsing down.
Our guest today is Laura Schneider. She's a licensed social worker and clinical supervisor at Valley Springs Recovery. So I'm so excited for today's episode, Laura. Thank you so much for joining us today. We can kind of jump right in.
We're also breaking this cycle of chaos. So a lot of people in addiction and in trauma get very used to chaos, and we logically know that the chaos is not good for us. We're not happy in that chaos, but it's comfortable. When you've lived in it for so long, it feels familiar. So you might keep trying to chase that chaos in some way. So I think it's about accepting that you don't have to live in chaos, and that's a good thing. You're allowed to have peace. And instead of calling it boredom, let's call it downtime and the serenity that you've been looking for. Because you deserve to not live in chaos. You get to care for the little version of yourself that maybe didn't get that care, and heal that. I always tell my people, think of little Kira who just wanted a hug, and she just wanted a doll, and like she never got that. Like, get her the damn doll. let's take her outside and touch some grass and paint or something. It's a healing thing. It helps me process what I need to, and I think there's a lot of different mechanisms to do that might be a little outside the box. I tell people, play to your strengths. I know that I like art and I like music, so I tried to do something in that. If you've always been interested in knitting, try it and work towards it, because everything's new and frustrating at first when you don't know how to do it. But the more you do it, the more you learn, the prouder you feel, the more you want to do it, and you feel accomplished, and it's very empowering.
So for the listeners, are there any kind of general tips that you could give people during this time that might be in recovery or struggling to help them move through this holiday season or winter?
Absolutely. There's a few tools that I always recommend for the toolbox, no matter who you are. If you're going to someone's house and you know there's going to be alcohol, and there's no way to avoid that, go late, leave early. Bring drinks that you like. If your favorite drink in the whole world is Diet Coke, bring 12 Diet Coke so you know that you have your favorite drink. You don't have to worry about what other people think. If you're struggling, don't just sit there because, oh, Nana said, Nana's going to get mad if I leave. No, like if it's between you drinking or Nana getting offended, just, go take care of yourself, be safe. And you don't have to tell anybody why you're not drinking, but have a firm no. Your safety is the number one concern.
So, Laura, this has been very informative, really great. I really appreciate you coming on. Is there any way for people that are listening that might want to work with you to get in touch with you?
Yeah. So I have an email address, lschneider@valleyspringrc.com.
Thank you so much, Laura. I really appreciate your time and you sharing your insights with us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. This was nice.
Absolutely.